And I didn't understand what it meant to feel pride and patriotic. I didn't understand that until after I joined the military.
Sarasota High School alum Alice Bice enlisted in the Army right after graduation in 1987.
But once I got in there, I felt so proud of who I was.
But after 12 years of dedicated service, the single mother received a fatal cancer diagnosis and was forced to retire. After a miraculous recovery, she pulled herself up, went back to school, got her degree, and got a job at Oak Park School in Sarasota. But then, another devastating blow. She lost her hearing as a side effect from the chemotherapy.
That's where, I guess that's kind of where my life stopped, you know. I was raising my son and I was living off my Army retirement, but I would go for weeks, days without even speaking a single word to anybody because of, you just, when you lose your hearing and you just don't want to, it's hard to maneuver in the world.
A fighter at heart, and with new hearing aids, she pulled herself up, but now needs a job. Sarasota attorney Bill Robertson is on a mission to help Alice and others like her.
Our family has always had a mix between military and legal history, which goes back to my great-great-grandfather, who was a Confederate colonel captured at Gettysburg and a judge in Tennessee after the war.
And Bill Robertson's dad fought in World War II, and his uncle died in the Italian campaign. The Kirk Pinkerton, CEO, has launched the Helping Our Heroes initiative, which pairs his passion for helping veterans with his prowess for connecting people.
I didn't have to serve because the war was over at the time I came out of school, but I'm a lawyer. I've been practicing law for 30 years. I get to say what I want to say on the radio for free. We're in a free country. That's because of the veterans who put their lives on the line to give me that right to say what I want to say, even if they disagree with it.
Once a year, the Kirk Pinkerton law firm offers a $2,500 scholarship for veterans. Robertson hosts the weekly Let's Talk Law radio show on WSRQ, and on the last Friday of each month, the show is dedicated to helping our heroes. With help from area nonprofits, an anonymous veteran need is identified and announced on the show.
So we have a segment of that where we identify a financial need of a veteran. And again, thanks to Women's Resource Center or Goodwill Minnesota and other people who bring us the legitimate needs, we can promote that on the show and say if there's a listener who wants to pick up and pay that expense, they can do that.
Second, Robertson invites a veteran looking for work, like Alice, to come on the show and talk about their skills.
So the third component to the Helping Our Heroes outreach is the CEO forum, and we bring in a CEO of a business who comes in and talks about their business, what their business model is, and then talks about what their hiring needs are, especially for veterans.
What a phenomenal initiative it is for our community.
Valerie Goddard, Executive Director of the Women's Resource Center of Sarasota County, was a recent show guest with Army veteran Alice Bice.
At their training places them heads and tails above many others in the workforce. They're disciplined, they've taught to be on time, they're taught to be sharp, they have a certain level of esprit de corps, and they understand certain level of business ethics and how to conduct themselves in the workforce.
I pulled myself up this far and I don't want to go hide again. And financially I can't. And I need help with the system, understanding the system, and I needed help. I needed someone to listen to me without being embarrassed about the fact that, yeah, I lived for 5 years afraid to communicate. But that's just what I did, and I'm not proud of it, but it happened. And where do I go from here?
If you're looking for a good employee who's going to get the job done and be loyal and devoted and continue until the job is done, a veteran, you would want a veteran on your staff.
The initiative has already helped several veterans find work and has helped many financially in a desperate time of need. When Robertson's vision is complete, veterans like Alice would go to one central Helping Our Heroes website.
We'd love it to be a one-stop shop, a networking place where anybody interested in any veteran's issue, whether it's legal, employment, benefits, anything, could click on this website and see a link to where they need to go.
One small step up that can make a huge difference in someone's life. someone in this case who you can bet will pay it forward.
You can just live your life every day, and I just feel that if you live your life and you're doing something to help somebody, you're doing something to make yourself stronger, the people around you stronger, it's a life well lived.